It is Thursday. Almost only one more day until we have reached the weekend. Hopefully you've been enjoying the week so far. And then of course the weekend will be even better. And today we're going to continue with what we started yesterday. Maybe even finish. We'll see how far we get. I was kind of actually quite happy with how far we got yesterday with the scope and all that. So today we're gonna just, do some more detailed stuff. We're gonna add, let's go to the summary so we can kind of go into what we're gonna do today in detail. Hello. So we have the 30-minute quick sketch as always. 30-minute quick sketch at the beginning of the stream. If you want to see only one of these sections of the stream, then you can go into the description or the timeline where there should be timestamps. So this will be the first topic, which will be right after this intro. And then we're going to do the 3D modeling dreams real face. We started yesterday and we're going to continue today. We'll either finish or we'll finish it probably on Monday if we don't finish it today. The plan for today is, so basically what we've done yesterday was basically to kind of collect some evidence as to what a dream's face might look like. We found, or he dropped some hints. We collected them, some clues, and now we basically yesterday created a face or a bust basically with a t-shirt and hair. Oh, welcome back, Gratian. Hope you had a great day as well. Hope you had a great day. Hope you are excited for the weekend. I am quite excited. So we're gonna continue. Yesterday we started with the head and the hair, and today we're gonna finish, or not finish. We're gonna continue with giving him some color, giving him like an actual skin shader and all that stuff, and also giving him particle hair. I wanted to use some particle hair again, just to kind of switch it up, learn, or get used to it again, the whole workflow, and kind of making the hair kind of look a little bit more realistic than what you could achieve with sculpting, for example. And then that's gonna be today's topic. So I'm gonna go straight into Blender. I don't even have Blender open. Hold on. So the first part, of course, being the quick sketch. There you go. There you go. So we need this one actually. So today, we're not going to do an animal. I think the last we've only, except for one time, we've done an animal. Today was going to be something different. Let me just quickly grab my graphics tablet and then we can start. There you go. Okay. So today, what we'll do is a skull. I wanted to do a skull. Oh, welcome, Pipe Kelly. Hope you had a great day. Hope your Thursday's been going well so far. Welcome. There you go. So let's go into the quick sketch. Let me do a few settings first. My timer's ready. 30 minutes. There you go. Do we need anything else? We probably need... Oh, let's go to sculpting. There you go. I have some references that I can pull up by myself, on the side. You're not going to see them. Hold on, did I close the window? Oh, I did. Okay. There it is. Okay, I have some references for a skull. I kind of know how it's shaped, but it's always good to have some reference, because usually your mind can't really, keep everything in mind when it comes to sculpting, for example. It's always good to have some reference, just so you can kind of make sure that it's that it looks good. Yeah, so I have some reference on the side. Let me just make a few settings here, and then we can start the quick sketch, and then continue with the dream sculpt. What do we have here? Oh, constant detail. Set that to 20. Okay. Yeah, I've done a few sculpts before, so this one will be a little bit easier than the last few. The last few were more, you know, to kind of learn about different animals, how you would, you know, learning the anatomy, kind of learning about the overall, you know, kind of comparing it to a human skull and kind of just getting to know how you would sculpt different animals. Yeah, heads basically. I wanted to say faces, but that sounds kind of weird. So yeah, we're gonna today gonna do a human skull, not a like an animal skull, just a human skull. And then yeah, afterwards we're gonna continue with the sculpt, or the, you know, recreation, 3D recreation. I don't know what I want to call it, because it's not really like a recreation, because nobody, or it's not known what he looks like. There were some, you know, some images floating around on Twitter today, what he might look like, some rumors. Was there like an actual stream? I haven't seen that one. I have only seen the some images on Twitter. Hold on. Let me just quickly look that up. That would be insane timing. Well, you know what we could actually do? Hold on. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't seem like there are any videos, you know, like trending or whatever. Hold on, let me see if there's anything. This was 3 weeks ago, 17 hours ago, yeah. Hold on, let me go to YouTube. Maybe there's something, you know, something better to find. Face reveal. Yeah, I've seen one of the videos, or I've seen the image that they show. But you know, as long as he doesn't confirm it, there's always the option that it's not him. It kind of looks like him. At least from what I would have, you know, we've kind of talked about how, so he at some point on Twitter posted a I guess like a photo of him as a 10-year-old or so. And we were kind of talking about how the face changes as you grow older, and that's what we kind of implemented in the scope that we've done yesterday, and we're gonna continue today. And I think mine is actually, you know, comes kind of close to, you know, what the image shows. It's just, you know, he's a little bit bigger, I would say. So if maybe we could make like a second edition of you know, kind of transforming what we have into the actual face, or kind of going into that direction. Yeah, but I've seen the image. You know, I all I could think of was like, how could that, you know, I started that video yesterday, and then all of a sudden the next day there's this, you know, this insane, like, just this image floating around on the internet, and that was just so weird. So yeah, and then I can just tweet out like sarcastically, what did I say? I think like, hold on, I need to find it real quick. I said all I wanted to do was speculate in 3D model what Dream might look like in real life for a video, and people are out here ruining my idea by posting a potentially real photo of him. Unbelievable. Yeah. So yeah, we're still gonna continue, and even then, if it's, you know, his real face, maybe he confirms it or whatever, which I don't think he will. We can still, you know, compare it to what it really looks like, and maybe can you kind of see, you know, what if it goes in the right direction. I think it gets pretty close. Of course, it's kind of harder to compare faces if they're a different, I guess, weight. But I think it's still possible. Okay, so let's do the quick sketch real quick, and then we can start with the sketch. I mean, we can continue the sculpt. So for this one, because this is a, you know, an object that I've sculpted before, I kind of want to make it a little bit stylized, maybe even. Kind of, you know, make it look a little bit more menacing, maybe. So that's the plan for the skull. So yeah, I would say we can start. Hold on, where's my timer? There you go. Okay, perfect. Chronos. Perfect. So I would say 30-minute quick sketch in 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. Okay, so let's go. A good, terrible idea. Okay, what is that? What is your idea? There you go. Okay, let's see. I actually ordered a new keyboard. First of all, because this one that I have right now is quite old already. I still like it, but the worst part about it is that no matter what I do, the clicking on it is just so loud that not even by putting in a noise gate, the microphone, you know, does not pick it up. Especially when I speak, it's quite loud. Oh yeah, that we could do that as well. You know, kind of like I thought about using like a face rig and then actually animating him and then making like a quick animation out of it, just like him looking around or whatever. But I don't know if I have time for that. We'll see. Okay, so let's do this sculpt first. Grab that. Yeah, so it was actually kind of weird. I was looking for new keyboards and I found a few, and I, you know, found one that I liked, and I tried to order it. First of all, I was just looking, if you Google the name of, like, you know, like it's something you can buy on Google, you can get these offers. They kind of show you what is like the cheapest offer. So I went to the original, or like the retailers, or not retailer, but like the producers store page, like their own. I think it was SteelSeries. And they actually was like, oh well, here if you sign in, you get this 50 euro discount. And I was like, hell yeah, let's go. So I just signed in, and then afterwards, when everything was done, I was kind of, you know, my sign-in process was done. Then they told me, oh hey, you know what? This is not available anymore. Maybe check it later. So I just signed in for nothing, basically. Which wasn't bad though. You know, I unchecked the newsletter box so I don't get any newsletter. So I don't have to fear to get spammed by them. And then maybe at some point, if I want to buy something off of them, I at least can just log in and, you know, get a nice discount. So yeah. Now, after that, I went to Amazon and bought it off there, which was actually, yeah, of course, pretty simple. And also, they actually, they of course, there are different setups, different, you know, what is it? Key setups for different countries. Like there's a certain one for French, for English, for USA, because like there are different letters that are only available or like, you know, used in certain countries. Like in Germany, you have these EU and all that stuff. And so of course the German one was just like not available everywhere, except for the one. Oh no, it was not available. But then it said like on Amazon, oh well, if you buy it off of this retailer, expected delivery somewhere from the 19th of June to the 29th of June to the 28th of July. So it was quite a long time to wait, but I mean, I just said like, you know what, why not? I'll just wait. And then today I actually got a email that said, oh hey, you might get it, or you will get it in next week. So that was a nice surprise today, that I actually don't have to wait 1 or 2 months. I actually just have to wait until next week. Okay, so this skull looks horrible. Let me just quickly do a few adjustments here. This is way too round. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so next week I can use my new, hopefully more quiet keyboard. And then yeah. I don't know. It's just always nice to kind of update your hardware or software at some point. Or not really software, but you know, hardware. Just to kind of, I don't know, it just feels better. Maybe that's just the consumer in me. But I don't know, just at some point it's, you know, you kind of feel that it's getting old. Except for my mouse. My mouse is actually very, very, I don't know, it never changed. It's always been the same when it comes to the feel. So I don't really ever get the desire to change it or like, you know, get a new one. I actually had that one, like the mouse that I have, probably for now like 4 or 5 years. And it still feels exactly like the same. And it's hard to find one that has the same functionality that the one has that I have right now. The one that I have right now has these buttons on the side of the mouse wheel. So if you push the mouse wheel, of course, the usual mouse wheel buttons are pushing them, you know, pressing the mouse wheel or just, you know, turning it or rotating it. But then there's also one more on the one that I have, which is pushing the mouse wheel to the left or right, which lets you basically which lets you, for websites, you can I think scroll left and right, which I've never done before. And then you can also put in macros on it, which is really handy because you have, you know, you just have two more buttons you can press, which is very handy. I don't really like these mouses that have like these 8 and 9 buttons on the side. I prefer the ones that just are very clean. I usually only need the 2 thumb buttons and then the usual, you know, mouse 1, 2, 3. But it can be quite handy to have 2 more if you need them. You mean the skull? What I'm doing right now on screen? Okay. Look at that, he's smiling. Oh, cute. So the hardest part about a skull, if you sculpt it from just a sphere, is that you have to cut off, you know, make a hole in the center. Otherwise, it's just going to look like there's something on the inside, which is of course wrong. Or there's nothing on the inside. So we have to do that at some point as well. We have 22 minutes left. Okay, so let's see. So we have this. Let's need to go further just a little bit. And then we also have this hole right there, which basically, this is the connection where the jaw connects to the upper part of the skull. This part is the cheekbone. I don't really know what this thing is for. What is there? We kind of have to respect it. There you go. Push this forward a little bit. Okay, so usually if you want to stylize something, you need to put in the basics first before you can basically, you know, stylize it or make it more simple, for example. The people that work on all the Fortnite characters could make them stylized if they didn't know how real characters or how real people look, or how they, you know, what the anatomy would look like for a human. So it always is more important to know the basics first before you can stylize the basics. Usually also stylization, especially when you make it like something simpler, actually means that you just basically make something that is very complex, like the human body, just a little bit easier or a little bit simpler. What do you mean with fake donor? I don't know. I have no link for any, you know, donations or whatever, so I don't know what you mean. There you go. Okay, I think it's time for the hole. Let me grab my cube. No, hold on. Yeah, I don't even know how you would do that. There you go. Actually, I know how, but I can't put your name in there. So if I configure my alerts, then I can make a test alert. There you go. And then we just go in here, use a Boolean modifier. So if I can make a test alert to, you know, just let it play and kind of see if it works. But I don't think I can put in a certain name. I can also not just, I can't customize the message, or I can customize what it says, but I can't customize, you know, the amount. It was just say XYZ value. There you go. Wait, what is this? Oh, we have some... Ah. Okay. Didn't know that that worked. Is that similar to... Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. Flip. There you go. Hopefully that works now. Yeah, perfect. No. Yeah, it's right. Yeah. I'm a Twitch chat newbie, okay? Don't judge me. Hold on, I need my dynamic topology. There you go. Okay. We need to do some more groundwork. We're not done with the basics just yet. There you go. Wait. Oh my god, I forgot to record, so I have to download the live stream at the end. Oh no. It's not too bad, I guess. Okay. There you go. If you're bored, maybe it's time to download Blender if you haven't already, and do some work. Do something interesting, or something, you know, something exciting to outbore you. There you go. So then we have the eyes, which of course looks more like this. Oh, okay. So you're sitting on a, I guess, mobile phone, or you know, a phone. Mobile phone. It sounds like an old man. I think there are apps that you can download, at least for iPhones or iPads, I can't remember, where you can sculpt. They look quite good. It's, I think, similar to what I have here in terms of tools. But I don't know exactly what they're called. And I think they also cost money, but I don't know how much. Oh, hello. I don't want to switch you. Okay, we're on a good path. We're not there for the stylization yet, but that's okay. There you go. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So let's do some... Oh, no, we need to... Hold on, what is... Oh, we need to make this actually wider in the middle, so we can put in the teeth. Or at least, you know, continue the teeth further back in here. There you go. Oh. I was kind of surprised how old somebody guessed me before. What do you think how old I am? There you go. Maybe it's depending on how old somebody is that they kind of, you know, guess how old I am. But I'm kind of curious every time somebody asks what they think. Oh, you're actually very close. I'm 22. Somebody guessed, what was it, 13 before? I think that was the lighting that I had before, mostly, and also the haircut. The haircut, usually when my hair is very long, it looks like I have like a huge head, which of course makes you look a little bit younger. So that was probably the problem back then. Nope, but I'm 22. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm always I don't know why, but I'm struggling to remember how old I am when somebody asks. I think that's pretty common, actually. If somebody asks you how old you are, you kind of just, you know, kind of think about it for a second. I think I kind of recognize that in more people than just me. Go. It's always kind of weird, like, huh, how old I am again? Because you don't really think about it, and you know. But I also have kind of difficulty kind of remembering how old other people are. I'm just, I don't know. My brain doesn't care about. I always wondered if that's the case. So if that is a problem just because of my mindset, or if that's a problem because of, you know, how my brain works or whatever. You know, I kind of want to learn names better. I want to improve in, you know, recognizing or, you know, learning somebody's name. So what I always see is that that is, you know, hard for me to learn them. That's why I want to get better. It's the same with birthdays or basically anything else. I always use a alarm clock to kind of remind me of the most, you know, important things in my life, so I don't forget them. But yeah, it's kind of weird. I wonder if that's just, you know, because I don't know, internally I just don't care about other people's birthdays, or if it's something else. Because if it is like the first one, then I kind of want to change that, because I kind of, you know, want to, you know, kind of just kind of, I don't know, just knowing a little bit more detailed stuff about somebody kind of tells them that you kind of care more about them, like the birthday, for example, or how their name's spelled, or how they actually, what they're called. So I kind of want to get better at that. But it's sometimes kind of hard. Why is there a hole? Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. Just claim you're a doctor and everybody will believe you. Okay. Yeah, 13 minutes. Hold on. So I think this part could be a little bit smaller. Okay. Just pushing things around, make them a little bit more. Okay. I think I want to make the eyes a little bit smaller. They look kind of big, so I'm going to make them a little bit more, maybe even meaner, you know, kind of just pull them down. It's supposed to be stylized a little bit. There you go. Okay, perfect. Go back here. I also want to increase the resolution probably soon. 20 is just for setting the base, and then we can go deeper into it with a higher resolution. The biggest... Actually, no, that works quite well. I think I want to pull this back a little bit more. Okay, hold on. Front faces only. There you go. Let's see. Oh, hello. Okay. Well, thanks for the follow, Pipe Kelly. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Hope you will enjoy the stream as long as you're here. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Quick sketches don't need to be perfect. They just need to, you know, convey the shape. So we can probably go a little bit more into it now, which means we're gonna increase the resolution. Let's set it to 50. Oh, nice. Thanks. Now you're the 40th follower. There you go. I actually, yesterday, or was it yesterday or 2 days before, or like, you know, 2 days ago, that I found, or I watched a channel that had, when I looked at it, that had exactly 100,000 subscribers. That was a nice coincidence. Yeah. Of course, yeah, it was already exactly 100. It actually tells you the whole number. Usually, when you look at, you know, subscriber numbers, they usually, you know, shorten it to basically like 100 whatever K, for example. But I think if like 100 is exactly like before they shorten it. I think if you have like 101,000, then they just say 101K. Or that's just for certain, you know, display sizes. Because I know for some, if it's just embedded, like the channel is embedded in a certain website, then they actually just say 999 plus, which is of course so weird that they even, you know, tell you that. Why would you? I don't know. Okay. There you go. Okay, let's put some more detail in. I'm usually just use this brush to kind of, you know, put these nice edges in here. Especially on this side as well. So this is probably not perfectly anatomically correct. But of course it's just a quick sketch, so it's just kind of, you know, to kind of practice these shapes and, you know, just remind myself how they're actually being sculpted, and also just to warm up so that I'm lightning fast when it comes to the next part. Kind of like an introduction. There you go. Okay. There you go. Okay. Putting in the nose. Nice. And oh no, hold on. It actually is like a heart shape. So in the middle it's going to be a little bit higher, like this. Let's put in some detail right there. Like that. Perfect. Gonna put in this middle part as well. Then I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. Now I'm using a graphics tablet. Can you see that? Like this pen right there. Oh, we have 8 minutes left. Hold on, I have to be a little bit quicker here. Yeah, I'm using a graphics tablet. You could probably do something similar with your mouse. It would be just a little bit, you know, slower. And you can also not use like pressure sensitivity. If you have a graphics tablet, you can kind of, you know, tap light, you know, a little bit lighter or a little bit stronger to kind of increase the strength of a brush, for example, which of course makes it easier to work with them rather than having to, you know, always having the same strength. It is probably not that hard to do the same with a mouse, because you can very quickly just change the strength. But of course, it's just like, you know, the small step that every time you have to do it kind of is there and annoys you. It just takes a little bit longer than using a pen or a tablet. Okay, so we have the teeth right here. The teeth will look horrible because I'm not really good at sculpting teeth. But you know, every failure can teach you. Hold on, you fail until you succeed. So, you know, just doing more and more and more. Maybe at some point I can do them. Okay. I think that's okay. We can also now make them a little bit more, you know, stylized. By, for example, just pulling them a little bit lower. Maybe this one, the corner teeth. There you go. Kind of giving them a more menacing style. There you go. Okay. We also have some ridges right where the teeth connect with the bone, right above that, like that. There you go. Some more volume to kind of put them in there into some sockets. Oh yeah, okay. See ya. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for joining. Okay. So let's go a little bit deeper into... First of all, the nose looks too long, especially at the bottom. So we're going to pull it down a little bit more. Yeah. I gotta remember that the bridge is actually shorter at the bottom than the top. 5 minutes 55, okay. Let's do the bottom teeth now. The bottom teeth are actually not that long. Wait, what did I want to say? I can't remember. There you go. There you go. Put in teeth. The teeth at the bottom are actually kind of smaller and slimmer or thinner than the ones at the top. I don't really know how that works. Maybe the ones at the back are just wider then, because they have the same amount at the top and at the bottom. So something has to be different. If the middle part is slimmer, something has to be bigger. I don't know what it is, but you know, something has to be. There you go. Going in here. Okay. Let's do the same at the bottom as well. Pulling them up a little bit. Oh, we need this one. Actually, no, that looks weird. I'm gonna remove that. That looks just wrong. There you go. It just looks wrong. Be gone, teeth. Okay. This looks kind of weird. The teeth look kind of rotated outwards. So I'm gonna pull them up a little bit on the outside. Rotate them. There you go. Okay. We have 3 minutes 51. 3 minutes 51. That's okay. There you go. Perfect. I don't know what it is, but it looks weird. Okay. For 42. Let me give this some stylization now. Making it a little bit sharper, kind of more, you know, make it look more intimidating. That's the whole theme here. There you go. Okay, we have 1 minute 49. This was actually quite, you know, successful, I would say, you know, in terms of creating the look. I'm quite happy with what we have here. There you go. Just like that. Oh, wrong direction. 1 minute, exactly 1 minute. Should be pretty good. Sounds good to me. Now I'm just finishing this up. "16 seconds. We're almost there. There you go. I think that's okay. Okay, perfect. That is it. We have done it. We have a skull in front of us. I think we could have put in like an actual forehead. It looks kind of flat right now, but you know, that's just how it is sometimes. That's the quick sketch, you know. That's the nature of the quick sketch. You're not gonna get to what you know. Usually you don't get to where you want to get to because there's not enough time. But you know, that's just how it is. You just have to accept your fate. And the image's fate. You just have to let your child go. It is actually quick sketch day 130. So nice even number. Perfect. Okay, so let's make a quick render of this. We don't even need eyes, which is pretty good. Okay, so let me grab my lighting scene and then we can do the quick render. So hold on, where is it? This one. Yep. Nope, we don't need you, Mr. Deer. We don't need these eyes. Yeah, and that's it. Perfect. Oh, we don't need you. Let's go into rendered view. Perfect. Let's put it to the side over here. Actually, should we? I kind of like it from the front, but maybe it's too... you know what? Well, let's see. I can actually just move this up so it's better in the frame. Okay. Then I'm gonna just use this and rotate this a little bit better to kind of bring some shadows back. You know, like that maybe. That looks pretty good. Maybe from the other side. No. This looks kind of interesting, but that's just too dark, unfortunately. This one looks pretty good. Like that. Let's use that one. Then I also need my good old material. Material. Which one is it? I think material 2? I don't really know. Oh, there it is, right? Yeah. Look at that. Makes it just a little bit darker. Perfect. I don't want to make it too strong. There you go. Okay, perfect. There you go. Okay, let's do a quick render. I'm going to save it here. Let's do the test render first, and then we can do the post-processing. Then we can do the actual render. Perfect. Save it right there. Do we need anything else? Nope. It looks pretty good. Perfect. Let's hit the render button before we do that. Let's go in here. Render results so you can see the render as well. There you go. We don't need the timer anymore. It's almost done. That's just how quick it is. There you go. Okay. This looks weird. I want to make a different angle. This just looks too flat in my opinion. So I'm going to rotate this around a little bit. Maybe over here. Yeah. I do see that the face is too smooth, but you know, that's just how it is now. Can't really do anything about it now. Okay, let's do a quick render. There you go. Yeah, that's, you know, that's the quick feedback that I try to get from quick sketches. Kind of, you know, tell me, okay, well, you know, you could have done something there and there and there to kind of make it better. And then I can apply this knowledge into other projects. There you go. Do some post-processing as well. Oh, that's quite strong. Let's set it to 2. And then high. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, that looks good. Perfect. Let's set it to 100%. Render 2 times 8, 256. There you go. Okay. Render. While this is rendering, I'm gonna hydrate myself, drink something, and then we can do the post-processing in Photoshop. Okay. Yeah. I'm kind of, you know, excited to go back to particle hair modeling, just because I haven't done it in a while. And I remember the last time, or the last few that I've done, looked actually quite good. So I'm kind of excited to go back to it. The only real annoying thing might be that it is kind of weird sometimes in the way that it works. But we should be able to get through that. It doesn't have to be perfect for, you know, this project. So I don't really want to, you know, just make it perfect. So we can, you know, just probably be a little bit faster. Achieve some good looking results instead of some great looking results a little bit quicker. Maybe even today. Maybe we're going to finish it today. Depends on how long we're going to take on, how long it's going to take to do the hoodie. The hoodie shouldn't take too long though. I was also debating whether or not I should do a whether or not I should put the hoodie, you know, the hood on top of his head or behind him. I think I'm gonna put it on top, just because it's kind of more similar to the I guess the real life video that we've seen from him so far. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, almost done. Initializing execution. There you go. Let's save that image. And we can use it in Photoshop. 130. Perfect. Let's go to Photoshop once I have imported the file. There you go. Okay. Let's do some post-processing. There you go. So, what do I want to use? I want to use a selective color correction node. I mean, not node, but adjustment layer. Push down the blacks a little bit, make it a little bit darker. I also want to use gray tones, push them down. I kind of like it like this, yeah. And then maybe some white. Increase that, not too much though, otherwise we're going to lose some detail there. Maybe we can actually keep it at 0 or maybe at 1. And then maybe some contrast as well. There you go. I kind of like to go back here and maybe go to 10% resolution or 10% size to kind of just see how it, you know, stacks up when you're a little bit further away. Maybe even 5%. You know, just kind of see whether or not it still looks good. The values, you can kind of estimate them better when you're further away because you can see the whole image better in your peripheral vision. And I think that looks good. That looks pretty good. So let me grab my texture that I can slap onto this as usual. And then we can continue with then the post-processing is done. Let's set it to 20%, 25%. There you go. Okay, perfect. That looks pretty good. Perfect. Let me do a quick save of that. PSD, perfect. Then I'm going to save it as a JPEG as well so I can upload it to social media. There you go. Sometimes it takes a while to save the PSD file. There you go. Let me plug in my phone so I can import the file. Actually, now let's go back to Blender. I'm going to open up the file so we can go immediately into it once we're done with the once I'm done with the upload. There you go. That's the file. That's our result. So hold on, where's my? Do I need shaders? Not yet. There you go. Okay. Do I need anything else? Oh, I need to import my file, of course. I don't need you anymore. Okay. Everything's ready. So I'm gonna play the 3-minute compilation. Hope you'll enjoy. And then once that is done, we're gonna continue with what you can see right there. So enjoy. I'll see you in 3 minutes. There you go. We are back. Hold on, let me adjust the camera. And you know what? Let me adjust the music, because it's not there anymore, it's paused. There you go, okay. I do need my pen. Who would have guessed? Hold on, I need to quickly look something up. Because I kind of wanted to, you know, record my process. I need to make sure that I actually have enough room for this recording. So how much more do I have left? Oh, okay, maybe I should delete some stuff. Let me do that real quick, and then we can continue with what we're doing right now. Do we need this? I don't think so. Not right now. We're not going to use it, do we? No, I'm going to delete something else. Hold on. Da-da-da. Probably there. Oh, yep. This one. Why is it so small? Oh, I know why. Oh no, I can't delete it from off of there. Can I delete it off of here? I have to. Okay, I have to. So what do we have here? Can I delete this? Yeah, probably. No, I can't. I can. I could probably... No, I'm gonna delete this. That should be good. Yeah. Okay. You know what? No. I'm gonna delete this. It's hard to kind of decide which one's really like not interesting or not really important. Okay, yeah. That should be good. We do have more now. Okay, perfect. That is definitely enough. So, I have my trusty pen right here. Do we need... Oh yeah, there you go. So, let's start the second topic, which of course is sculpting or creating 3D modeling Dream's real life face. Yesterday we've started by basically sculpting it. So today what we're going to do is we'll finish, or we're going to continue by giving him a hoodie and also giving him a more realistic looking hair. Right now it's just like a sculpt, you see. So that's what we try to replace by something more, you know, more realistic looking. But what I want to do first is the hoodie. I have some references on my hand which I can use, which actually do not include... Hold on, I need to put them in there. Yeah, we're gonna do the hoodie first. I'm probably gonna put the hood on top of his face. I think that's closer to what you kind of at least have seen of him. Projects, there you go. What do we have here? 3D, yeah, no, there we go. Okay, so there are a few more. You will not see my references because you don't need to. Oh, wait, oh, okay. Okay, everything's ready to be added. Perfect. Okay, so let's do the next part. Let's do the hoodie now. So I'm gonna use this one. You can see what I'm looking at, but you know, I'm talking to myself. Okay, let's do the hoodie now. So what I'm gonna use is probably just a sphere to kind of sculpt it out of that. Let me do that real quick. UV sphere, there you go. I'm gonna add some more resolution to it. Do I actually? No, I don't. We can just go into sculpting and continue. We need dynamic topology, of course. Let's set it to 20 first to kind of, you know, get started. Symmetry X. There you go. Okay, let's begin. So of course it has to cover his the rest of his body, especially down here. Everything has to be covered by it. It doesn't have to be, or it cannot be too thick, because then it'll just look like a winter coat. So we kind of have to strike a good middle ground between the two. Not too thick, not too thin. Although too thin, it might probably feel a bit hard actually to make it too thin. Rather maybe, yeah, just trying to make it look like a hoodie. That sounds easier than it is. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna make an easy bottom part here. Just shaping it so it's very close to the body. Oh, there's the beginning. Okay. I'm gonna pull this down just to fill the whole thing with the hoodie. Okay, that should be good. At the bottom here, we pull this down as well. Smooth it. Okay, let's do the back now. I think that's just too far, so we're gonna just, you know, smooth it out until we hit rock bottom, aka the shirt. There you go. Okay. So I think this one can be a little bit thinner as well, this side. There you go. Okay, oh. Okay, so that we have now that we have that, we can go a little bit more into the hood part. Of course, the hood is not connected to the neck, which means that we have to make a quick, you know, we have to put this a little bit, or, you know, remove it from the neck, which means we're just going to make a quick neck hole by just creasing it in. We're getting very close to the face, but hopefully he doesn't mind. As long as we don't enter his mind or his brain, should be okay. There you go. So now that we have that, we can go a little bit more into hit the hood part. Now that we have that, we can probably pull this a little bit higher. Right there, perfect. This part looks actually quite thick still, so I'm going to make this thinner. I'm not going to add detail just yet, I'm going to do that just a little bit later. There you go. Okay, so now just to put the hood in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here, make a quick selection. This selection I'll pull out so that I have my hood shape. There you go. I'm actually going to select this part as well, just the little bit of the inside right there. Invert and then pull it out with the good old snake hook. Zip all the way up. Maybe not all the way, but you know, almost. There you go. Make it wider than the head, and then also make it, you know, pull it apart on the side. We have to push this down and then push this forward. There you go. And there you go. So we need to pull it still further out. So let's do that real quick. Oh, smooth it out. There you go. Okay. So that's the beginning. Looks kind of weird still. We have to do a few more adjustments. I'm gonna remove this mask piece or mask part to kind of make it easier to work in this region, you know, making the hood, make it easier to change the hood. There you go. Everything that's black will not be affected by any changes that I want to do. That's why I need to remove this part up here. If you stretch the geometry then you kind of also search the mask, which extends the selection of the mask. There you go. Okay, so let's make it a little bit smoother. It is very, very wavy right now. So I guess the best way to begin would be to make it a little bit, first of all, thicker, and then also smoother. There you go. Changing the shape a little bit to kind of, you know, put it more on the face. Like that. That looks quite good. It is too far back, so I'm going to pull it forward just a little bit. There you go. Somebody knocked. Nobody came in. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Let's make this a little bit thicker. Just a little bit. There you go. So I think that's a good beginning, but we need to continue with, I would say, the back. We need to make this a little bit longer. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab the snake hook brush and make this small little hood part right here. Is it too high at the back? Yeah, that's the end. Okay. Right there. Sounds good to me. Just above the hair. Not too high, not too low. That looks quite good. Okay, perfect. I'm also going to pull this down just a little bit. There you go. To make it, you know, very close, bring it very close to the head. I think I want to keep this pretty rough for the beginning. And then once I have my particle hair, because it might change the shape a little bit, then I'm going to add more detail to it. Right now I'm just going to make sure that the shape looks somewhat decent and kind of, you know, suggests how the final version would look like. There you go. Okay. We could also make it maybe a little bit wider over here. More like that, kind of, you know, dropping down. Oh. There you go. I think that looks pretty good. So let's do the hair now. Actually, no, I'm gonna do the sides first. You know, the arm part. Okay, hold on. I have a hole right here that we have to fix. There you go. Then I'm also gonna pull this a little bit further out. Maybe more like that. Yeah. There you go. So now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna grab my good old crease brush and make a quick line in the middle. Like this. And then go back down so that we have the seam for the sleeves. We have done the same yesterday for the t-shirt. Now we do it for the hoodie. This is very rough, of course. We're gonna detail it more later. But as I said before, I want to do the hair first. We have a pretty good shape already for the hoodie. So now it only comes down to detailing, which doesn't really change the shape of it too much. There you go. Okay, smooth it out a little bit. I think it's too far forward. First of all, I'm going to pull this more over here. There you go. And then go to the back and do the same. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there for now. We also have a seam going into the middle to the hoodie part. So let's put that in now. There you go. It is very, very big. Of course, the resolution is so big that we can't really make like fine details, but it's a good layout for the beginning. There you go. And that's the hoodie for now. We can also add stuff like these bands later, but right now I want to focus more on the hair. There you go. Okay, perfect. Actually, I want to pull this a little bit higher. You know, like that. Yeah, that kind of follows the seam a little bit better. Like that. Yeah, perfect. Okay, perfect. Let's start adding the hair. So for the hair, of course, we cannot go into sculpt mode. We have to do it in here. I think I want to remove the hoodie for now. I'm just gonna use the sculpt as a reference. Let me save it real quick. I'm gonna make a new file, version 1B. So I have a backup if I need it. Perfect. Okay, so what do we need? We need hair particles. But before we can do that, actually, should I retopologize this? Do we need to? We probably need to. Or do we? Not really. I don't think so. I want to skip that part. So I'm not going to do it. We need a small part of his scalp so we can add hair to it. I don't want to add it right to his face or to his skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into face select mode, grab my good old circle select, and then just select this part first. It can be bigger than, you know, than necessary. Not really important. We can probably also add his jaw to the whole selection. Oh, what is this? Why are you there? Okay. Let me just do a quick new selection. There you go. Now nothing is selected, so I can make sure that, you know, I only select what I want to select. And then let's do the quick selection here. I'm also going to add maybe a few stubbles. Not that many, you know, just like a little bit. I have some stubbles as well, but you probably can't see them. So that's kind of what I have in mind for him as well. Making a quick beard shape selection. There you go. It doesn't hurt to you know, to include more than you need, just because you know, if you then need more later, you cannot really very easily add it. So it's better to choose more in the beginning, and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't hurt. You know, you don't see it anyway. So it is not really important that you only choose the exact amount that you need. So you can just add more and do with the space that you have as you will. There you go. Okay. Add enough for, of course, the neck hair as well. Right there, that should definitely be enough. Add this part as well. Okay, perfect. That should be enough. Maybe a little bit more over here. Kinda keep the same size that we have on the other side as well. I cannot use symmetry on this because the geometry isn't symmetrical. With dynamic topology should, I mean, theoretically it's supposed to make it symmetrical. Well, that's not always the case. So you can't really use the symmetry option on the selection functions thingy. Perfect. Okay. Now that we have that, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna duplicate the selection, place it, left click, and then P for separate by selection. And there you go. Now we have a second layer for the head. If we remove the first one, there you go. That's what it looks like. Hey, there. Oh, hold on. I kind of. Yeah, let me fix that real quick. Okay, everything's still selected, so I'm just gonna fix this beard real quick. Right here. Okay, let's do the same on the other side just to make sure that everything's there. I can't really see if there's anything, or can I do it in here? Oh, we can see some holes right there. Aha. Another trick that I've learned. This view can show you holes in your selection. Just because the contrast is just way higher. There you go, perfect. This side, oh, there's a hole. Anything else? There you go. Oh, we've selected the other side as well, which is not what I wanted, so I'm gonna go back and now select it. We have some holes right there. Okay. There's a small little hole. I think that's all of them. So let's do the same again. Duplicate. Separate by selection. I think I moved it. Hold on. Did I? No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay. Let's call it hair. No, let's call it Wait, I need to select more. I need to select the eyebrows as well. So let's do it again. Thank God I realized that now. I mean, it wouldn't be a big problem because we could just make another of these selections, but you know, why not do it in one? There you go. And there you go. Now that everything's selected, we can go into duplicating. P, selection, separation. Okay, perfect. He already has a beard in this view. Particle, hair. There you go. Particle pair. Hell yeah. There you go. Okay, now that we have that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this particle here. And I'm going to scale it down just a little bit so it's inside of the head. There you go. We cannot see any edges on the outside as far as I see. So that's perfect. So let's go into the particle here. Let's add some particle here. We go to the particle properties. And we're going to add a new particle here. Let's call it here level 1. Here level 1. There you go. So that's the first level, basically just to build up volume, and then we're gonna add 2 more levels to kind of give it more structure. Number doesn't matter. Why is there no hair? Where's my hair? Give me my hair. Wait, why is there no hair? There should be hair, but there's nothing. That's interesting. That never happened before. Oh, we have to set it to hair, of course. There you go. Okay. We, first of all, change the length. There you go. And then we also... You know, we actually need probably two hair level 1s. But we'll see. So what we need now is masks. The first mask should be pretty easy, which will be for the hair itself. I think what I'm going to do first is the short hair, and then we can go a little bit more into the long hair. Actually, no, we can do everything in one, I think. We'll see. So what I want to do now is I'm going to go into the vertex groups, and we need a density group, maybe even a length group. So where I'm going to go into is I'm going to go into the object data properties, and I'm going to add a new vertex group, which we'll call density. There you go. Shape piece we don't need. Let's go into weight paint mode. Before I do that, I'm going to remove the head. Let's go into weight paint mode. Everything should be blue. There you go. So let's do a quick selection for the hair. Actually, we can do that with the head enabled, because now if we paint in here... Wait, no, we have to go into the hair particle settings first and then apply the density thingy. And then if we paint in here, you can see what happens. Only there will be hair now. So we have to do that to kind of define the hair. What is it called? Wait, is there... Oh, there's actually symmetry. That's interesting. We have to define the hairline now, which is which is where the sculpt comes in handy, because now we can just use the sculpt to kind of draw it in. Where's my hair sculpt? There it is. So we're going to go all the way down here and just follow the silhouette roughly. There you go. Go to the ear, then to the front as well, and there you go. Let's should we do the beard on this one? No, I'm gonna do the beard individually, or you know, without I'm not gonna use the same particle hair for the beard, so I'm just gonna use the I'm gonna finish this mask now. You can see everything that is red will be where the hair spawns. Everything that is blue will be where the hair doesn't spawn. That is how the mask works. And then everything in between, like the gradient that you can see, is just like a, you know, a gradient. From red to blue, less and less hair will spawn. It's not like binary. Okay, at this point, it's immediately gonna stop. It's more, you know, like a, yeah, like a gradient. Make it a little bit smoother. There you go. Let's do the bottom part. And there you go. We don't have to make it perfect. These small little, you know, small little blips right there that aren't fully red, just dark orange. They don't really do that much. We probably have to go deeper here as well. Hold on, where's my hair? Yeah, just a little bit more. There you go. I think the symmetry that is being used by this weight paint mode is world-based, not geometry-based. Okay, perfect. Let's go into back to object mode. There you go. I'm going to do a quick save right there. And now we have actually created the hair selection. So we can go now to the hair and kind of do some adjustments. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the children. We need simple children. There you go. Now he has an afro, which we can adjust a little bit to make it look more like an actual haircut. Of course, the side should be quite short, not absolutely crazy short, but you know, just shorter than what it is now. So let's do that now. Actually, no, hold on. We will probably use a length mask as well, which means we need to we can define the max length first, and then we can make them shorter by using a mask. So let's do that now. How long should this be? That's the hardest part now. But we can we still change it later? Oh. No, we can't. Can we? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna do two hair simulations for the hair. For the hair length, I guess. The sides will have a different hair particle system than the top. So let's do the sides first. So how long should that hair be? Very short. Like that maybe? That sounds good to me. It's pretty far spread out, so we have to go into the children settings. Let's set the display amount to the same that the render amount is at, so we can see how much there actually is. Okay, so it is too far spread out, you can see. It's already extending the selection that we've made. So we have to go into the size and just make the size a little bit smaller. Wait, is it the size or is it the radius? Oh, the radius. By changing the radius, you can see the children will be closer to their parent particles. Now you can see we have some patches right there. If we go into the radius and set it all the way down to 0, we can see now everything is clumped up to the parent particles. Let's set it to 0.095 maybe. Okay, perfect. So that's the base that we have. It is actually, I think, a little bit longer. Let's see. Here. It probably depends on... no, it's definitely longer. So let's go back to the particle hair. Make it a little bit longer because it falls down. So we need to make it longer. Length. No. Yeah, first of all, what I'm going to do is I want to change the length as well. If we put the length down maybe to 0.75, and then we increase the threshold to 0.5, now half of the hair will be 0.75 as long as the max length, which can bring some randomness in and make the hair look more realistic. Let's go back to the hair length and increase the hair length. Not too long though, maybe 0.05, maybe 0.06. 0.06 looks okay. It might be too short, but we'll keep it there for now. Okay, let's save it real quick. You know what? I'm gonna make it longer. Maybe 8. Yeah, we can still make it shorter, even manually, so it doesn't really matter that much. Let's bring back the head, just to see. I think that's a good start. Okay, perfect. We could probably bring, or remove some of that hair here, or remove some of that mask. Let's do that real quick. Can't speak today. Wait, how do I remove stuff? I had to switch the weights. We have to go to subtract. Okay. That should be enough. Okay. Let's remove the head and the hair so I can actually see what the mask looks like. Okay, perfect. A little bit of fine tuning. There you go. Perfect. I actually want to move this back a little bit further as well. Although we don't really have hair there. But who cares? There you go. Let's go back to object mode and change the hair. Or, you know, adjust the hair a little bit. So what I want to do first is probably... should I remove the hair in the middle? That would probably be a good idea. So I need another mask. Can I just duplicate the one that I have? Oh, hold on. No. Copy. Copy. Ah. Let's call it density short. Now let's go in here and change the mask again. Weight paint into density short. There you go. So what I want to do is I want to cut off everywhere where it's kind of, you know, where it's longer than... Wait. Subtract. Is it the right selection? Yeah. Oh, it's just back there. Okay. So now I'm going to just cut off or unmask the part where... Oh, we need to change the mask as well. That's why there are no changes. There you go. I'm gonna unmask the part that will not be short hair. Of course I'm still streaming. Hasn't it been just like an hour or so? Usually I'm streaming for roughly 3.5 to 4 hours. So roughly 2.5? No, 2 hours more. Okay, let's go back to removing these two so I can make this mask a little bit more refined. There you go. So now we're working on the hair, the particle hair. First of all, what we're doing right now is basically just defining where the hair should be on the head. I'm gonna you know, separate it into short hair and long hair, and then we can kind of groom it like a barber would into something that looks more like a haircut. Because right now he looks more like an old man with nothing on in the middle. There you go. Remove this part. There you go. So that's this this side part. Let's go to the other part. So we on the other one we'll remove the part that is, you know, here in the other. You know, hold on. I'm gonna only keep what is up here for the other selection. Yeah, this is Dream's face. It might not look like it, but if I bring this back, maybe it looks a little bit more like it. So what we're gonna do is, well, yeah, now just define these masks a little bit better, and then we can continue with the grooming. There you go. Remove the rest down here. Okay. Of course, if we go by the image that's been posted on Twitter, this does not look like him. But you know, I started this yesterday, right before it got posted, so I'm gonna finish it. I'm not gonna just stop because there's a potential image of him. I actually wanna, you know, finish this because I want to see what it looks like in the end, with more realistic looking hair than just the sculpt, and a shader as well. I want to test my skin shader again, kind of see that if it still holds up. Oh, charge your phone. Do you have a charger near you? Been nice talking to you. Okay. Now he has a even better cut. Let's go into the grooming now. So let's go first. Let's do the short hair. What we have to do for that would be to go in here first. This will be okay. Short hair. Yeah. So you could see it right there. I think no, not this one. Have a nice day, of course. A nice weekend, of course. It'll be there in a second. I usually stream from Monday through Thursday. So today will be the last day. Friday I don't stream. I stream from Monday through Thursday, 6:30 p.m. UTC. So yeah. And I also post some videos on YouTube as well, or I stream on YouTube as well. So if you, I don't know, want to watch old VODs or edited videos, you can find that on YouTube as well. I think there's a list of all the social media somewhere in my Twitch profile. If you want to look it up, it's Noggy Now for live stuff and Noggy for only the now, just Noggy for video stuff. Let's call it short hair level 1. There you go. Next week will actually be pretty exciting. Not only because I get my keyboard, but also because we've participated in a competition, and next week will be the results. So we'll see who won the competition. It is a 3D modeling competition, of course. I think we've been working on our submission for, I think, 2 months. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, let's do the grooming now. So first of all, we have the short hair level 1. We probably don't need level 2, but we'll see. I'm gonna go in here and change this to density short. There you go. Okay, let's do the grooming first. Actually, I want to bring back the hair for the top as well. So I'm gonna make a new one, call it short. No, not short. Just hair level 1. And then I can bring back the density mask. Oh, of course, we have to switch it to hair. There you go. Now he has long hair again. I mean, he has hair at the top as well. Let's bring it back to maybe 0.1. There you go. Okay, perfect. Okay. So let's do some grooming now. I want to make this length a little bit longer just so we can separate the two. Maybe to 0.2. There you go. That should be perfect. Okay. Let's look at him. Okay. Let's save it right there and let's do some grooming now. So what I'm going to do, the good thing is with this hair particle system is, first of all, now what we can do is we can go into the particle edit mode. Not in this particle system, but in the other one, and this one. We can go into particle edit mode and we see all these small little, what are they called? You know, these paths or curves. We can also display the children. Where are all these settings? I think in here, right? No, in here. No, tool. Options, children. There you go. Now we can actually see the children as well. We have to do one change though. We have to delete the edit first, and then we have to increase these segments. Let's set it to 8. I think 8 is a good segment amount. Set the render to 8 as well. And then also the viewport display to 8. This way we just have more So these these paths basically are made out of different points, which kind of determine how the curve moves. The more points you have, the smoother the curve can be. Okay, perfect. Let's decrease the amount just because it's easier to work with less. Let's set it to 25. There you go. Okay. So now what we can do is we can go into, I'm going to save it real quick just to be sure. Then what we can do is we can go into particle edit. There you go. And then what we can do is we can use the comb brush. We can see all the brushes on this side right there. We use the comb brush to just brush the particles down. Like that. What the good thing is, if we use children, the children will follow the shape of the parent particles. So if I move these every single one of these stripes or these lines has a particle or has a few children applied to it. This is basically the father particle, and then there are some children particles that follow what the parent particle does. In that way, we can only shape a few of these particles, and we basically cover more of the head. You know, it's just a way to move more hair than if we would move every single hair strand. There you go. That's just a very rough beginning. We can go into a little bit more detail later. Brush it down. Oh, hold on. Symmetry isn't enabled. Can we enable symmetry in here? That would be a good thing to have. Hold on. Where's my symmetry? Is there no symmetry in this? No, it is, right? What is this? Symmetry. Yeah, okay, well, apparently it doesn't work. Okay. Guess we have to do both sides. But it shouldn't be too bad. Good thing is if we disable symmetry, we can make it look more random, which makes it look more natural. But the bad thing is, you know, it takes twice as long. Just brush it down, just like as if you have a comb here. Doesn't really matter that much that we are like very precise in the beginning. This is more for setting the basic shape, and then we can go into more detail once we have that. Kind of want to make sure that it's close to the head, just so that it's not looking too messy. There you go. The top here as well. Okay, this looks already pretty good. We have this side to do. Oh, welcome back. Give it up, punk. Hope you enjoyed your day so far. Yeah, we're doing the hair now, or like the actual hair. Yesterday we've done the sculpt, which kind of, you know, is supposed to lead us in this next segment. We started with sculpting a hoodie, or the basic shape of the hoodie, and once we have done, or once we're finished with the short or the hair itself, then we're gonna detail the hoodie, because I kind of want to make sure that the hoodie isn't intersecting with the hair, and I think it's easier to do the hoodie afterwards. There you go. Now this is actually barbering, combing down hair. Oh, we have some patches here. Come on, go down. There you go. Okay. I can't really see whether that looks good or not. It probably looks horrible, but we'll see. Brushing it down more. There you go. Okay. Very uneven, it seems. There's another option that we could try, just to make it very even. Let's do that. I want to see what that looks like. So I'm gonna delete the edit. Before I do that though, I'm gonna save it right here. So if I make something, if I do a mistake, I can just go back to the save. I'm gonna delete the edit so everything is straight again. And then we can enable hair dynamics. I'm gonna hide the children real quick. There you go. So we only have the parent particles. Then if we go into the hair dynamics, we also need a horizontal split for a timeline. There you go. We can now play the timeline and the hair will fall down. It should work immediately. Zip. There you go. This might actually be pretty good already. In terms of its shape. See? Yeah. Delete that is... so the problem is, of course, if you want to groom your hair, you kind of have to decide when you want to go into grooming manually. You should make sure that everything is set up properly before you go into it, just because once you start grooming, you can't go back. So, but if you want to go back and just, you know, start again, you can just delete the edit. There you go. And then let's bring back the simple children. And that looks pretty okay, I think. It looks quite wild. But we can change that. Hold on. So what we can do is we can go back here and we can use a force field. Let's use a turbulent force field. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you can already see what's happening. The turbulent force field... Wait, why is it applied to this one as well? That looks interesting. There's... Okay. Why is the force field applied to the top of the hair? That isn't even... It doesn't even have hair dynamics. Wait, is that even the right one? Yeah. That doesn't make sense. But why does this one not... Oh, wait. Okay. Interesting. What if I increase the strength of this turbulence? What about setting it to 10? This is just nothing. Okay. Why? Maybe the hair is too short? Let's see. There should be a structure stiffness. Yeah. That is interesting. Why is the other hair affected without having particle, turbulence, no, what is it, physics enabled? But the short hair isn't. Look at this. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't work, it seems, so we're just gonna use the standard fall down method. There you go. We can also kind of move, you know, if we see some patches here that are kind of, there's no hair particle right there. So what we can do is we can go to the seed and change the seed, which will just basically change the position of the hair particles. I think we have to go back to the reset part. There you go. Then if we go into the seed, it'll reposition the hair so that we can kind of cover areas where there's basically nothing. There's a little bit more right here. We could add some more individually, but I kind of want to see if I can, solve it without having to add more manually. Now we've covered quite a lot here. This looks quite good. I think that's better. Let's try again. There you go. Okay. I think the stiffness is okay. There you go. I think the hair is too dense right now, or too far off the head. It's just too round right now, but we can probably change that ourselves. Let's go in here and bring back the head. Yeah, but it's good. It's a good start. It makes it even, and we can now edit it ourselves. Let me remove the long hair, so he looked like an old dude. But that's okay, hopefully for him. There you go. Okay, so let's adjust the hair manually. So what I want to actually what I actually want to do is I want to change the length according to where it is placed. The bottom should be shorter than the top. So what I can do to achieve that is we can go into the vertex group. We make a new one. Let's call it, oh, hello. Let's call it length short. There you go. And then we can go into weight paint mode. Oh, we also have to go into the particle setting for the short hair and go into the length section. We use length short. Now we have no hair. But if we actually bring it back, or if we now paint into this mask or this vertex, vertex group, we can bring back the hair. So what I want to do first is I want to use a add brush. Now if I just paint in here, there's the hair. I'm going to do the top part first because the top part is supposed to be the longest. Combining a length mask or vertex group with a density vertex group makes it so that we don't accidentally add more hair to what we wanted to have originally. There you go. And you can already see that we have a gradient of length. But of course, it doesn't look, it's not perfect. I'm going to go a little bit deeper and then I'm going to use a smudge or, what is it called? The smoothing tool, the blur tool, to now blur the hair so that it is shorter at the bottom than at the top. So this is the max length, and now we can use probably the smear tool. We can go in here and just smear it down. Takes a while. We can probably also increase, oh, the strength is already at 1, so max. So we just have to do it a few times and you can see what happens. Now we get some shorter hair. The further down we go. Takes a little bit. Let's see what the blur tool, if the blur tool is better. I don't think so. Is it? Doesn't seem like it is. No. Okay. I also want to remove the head so I can see the mask. Oh, that's an interesting smear. Let me fix the upper selection first. Okay. We can also do it a little bit differently if the smear tool makes this weird effect. Oh, I know what's wrong. I need to delete it real quick, then restart. Or I think I know what's wrong. I think if we put the smear tool to 1, everything that is right exactly in the middle of the cursor will just be pushed down without smearing it. It just, you know, pushes it down. So we have to actually reduce the strength. Maybe to 0.5 or 0.4. This will only push down half of the strength that we have originally. Which will still create this weird ripple effect, so I'm not going to use this smear brush. We can also just do it manually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the add brush and then set the strength to 0.75. There you go. Wait, no, we have to go to 0.25. And we're going to add the gradient ourselves. So that's 2.25 for the smallest length of hair. It's a little bit laggy, but that's just how it is. Okay, that's the shortest hair. There you go. Now let's add 0.5. There you go. Okay, that's the second gradient, and then we can also use 0.75. That's already black, I mean red. It's interesting. Then we can use the blur tool, increase it to 1, and then blur it out. Which just does nothing. Why not? What are you doing? Why don't you work? Wait, there's a gradient tool. Wait, what does that do? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, now I get it. Okay, hold on. Let's try again. Now we can actually use the gradient tool. So let's remove what we've just done. Try again. That's what I meant with, you know, getting back into particle hair. Takes a little bit to kind of get back into the workflow if you haven't done it for a while. There you go. So let's use the gradient tool. Maybe that's better. So we're gonna click first and then click another time so we can create the gradient, hopefully. Nothing happens. Oh, interesting. What are you doing? Does it go from... Oh, it's on subtract, right? No. What is happening? I don't get this tool. It just removes everything. Wait. Is it on subtract still? Let's put it back to add. Does that work? Now using the gradient tool. Oh, look at that. Aha. But that's not what I wanted. That is almost what I... Actually, no, this looks quite good in terms of length, although we have a little bit too little down there. Let's do it again. Still too... let's try again. Let's just go here and then start over. Let's push it all the way down. It's kind of tricky to get a good... Oh, we can also do something else. Hold on. It's actually pretty easy to create a gradient. So we go roughly in the middle of what we... where we want to have the middle of the gradient. So roughly over here, we're just going to add the full strength. And then there's a smooth function that we can just repeat over and over and over again, which will create a nice gradient for us. Hold on, I'm going to remove the hair real quick so it's easier to work with this. There you go. Look at that, way smoother. There you go, that's roughly where the gradient should be. We put it lower here as well. We should probably remove the gradient that is already there. At least here. Oh, we actually don't need to. Okay, so now we can go into weights and there's a smooth option. Then if we go in here, we can set it to 1. And then once we've used it once, we can press Shift R to just repeat it over and over and over again. Although it seems like the gradient is still too high. So we're gonna push it down even further. Maybe all the way down here. There you go. There you go. Okay. Let's see if that works better. So weights, smooth, spam R. Oh, we can also increase the iterations. Oh. Now that's getting easier. Just do that over and over and over and over again until we get a good result. This seems to be the maximum. Oh, we haven't enabled symmetry. Okay, let's try again. Hopefully we can go all the way back to what we had before. I don't think so. No. Okay. Wait. Okay, let's try again. Weights, smooth. And then iteration, set it to 10. And then R. This might be too much. I don't really know. Let's see. Let's go to... Oh, let's bring back the hair. I think it's a little bit shorter. What we can do now is we can go to the subtract brush and just reduce the strength. Okay, that's probably even stronger than I need. Maybe 0.2. It's kind of finicky to work with these weights for the hair, but it works, sort of. I think that's okay. Yeah. So let's do the same at the back here. There you go. We need to do one more for the bottom here. There you go. Okay, that should be enough. So now the hair is longer at the top than at the bottom. Perfect. Let's save it right there. Let's bring back the head. Okay. So what we can do now is we can go back into the particles with particle edit and kind of adjust them how we need to, you know, how we see fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here and change. Do we need to change anything? No, I think that's all good. I think now everything is set up properly. The only real thing that will not be adjustable once we go into particle edit mode will be emission. So all these settings here. And then also, I think, hair dynamics, if I remember correctly. So nothing really we need to change now. Let's go into particle edit. I'm going to remove the children so I can work on this a little bit. Wait. Do we have to apply physics? That's interesting. No. Wait, can we apply that? Hold on. Blender. Apply hair dynamics. How can I apply hair dynamics? It seems like there is not an option to do that. Nice. So I guess we just have to shape them again manually, which is of course very fun and very, yeah, interesting to do. So let's try again. Okay. Oh wait. We need to change the path steps, set that to 8, and then in here, wait, where's my, there are some settings in here as well that change the, wait, are they already? Oh, they're actually pretty smooth already, okay, perfect. If the resolution for the hair particles is too short, I mean too small, we can't really, groom it that well. So I wanted to make sure that it's at least on 8. 8 is usually what I use for hair particles, which makes it very easy to groom them and also create a nice smooth, yeah, basically hair. A nice groom. The good thing is if you don't have enough particles or segments, I mean, you can still change that later. So it's not something you have to know immediately. You can still change it later. Especially for long hair, that could be kind of tricky because sometimes you don't really know how many vertices you really need or segments. So it's easier to do that later. There you go. Okay, I think that's okay for now. We can also just pull them like completely down, but that might be too much. Yeah, that's probably too straight. Gonna keep it like this for now. We can also now just go in here and just kind of, you know, ruffle it to kind of make them a little bit more random. But we kind of have to make sure that it's not looking too crazy. Otherwise it'll look very fake. I wish there was some sort of random option. I wonder if that actually is possible. Now we can just go in here, maybe decrease the strength and then just go in here and then woo, do a few smaller adjustments to some of these hairs to kind of create a, you know, kind of random effect. We can also do that in the hair settings though. There you go. Okay. Now that we have the basic groom for the short hair, let's bring back the children. There you go. This side looks kind of weird. What is this? I think it's because the particle edit looks so weird. Let me straighten this out real quick. There you go. Okay, perfect. That should be straighter now. Okay. I wonder why that looks like that. Ah, who cares? Let's go into rendered view and see what it looks like. Of course, there's no shader applied to it, but that doesn't really matter right now. Takes a little longer because there are so many hair particles. We could probably also reduce it to make it easier. Okay. Okay. Actually, the display amount is actually at 22, 25 already. So what we can see immediately is that the hair is too thick. So let's change that now. Go to hair shape. What I usually use is a strand shape of -0.5 that kind of makes the strand shape overall a little bit thicker, but also not too thick. Okay. Diameter root. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna remove the length mask. It just looks weird. Hopefully that kind of fixes some stuff that looks weird right now. If not, then we have to just regroom the hair, because we have these weird bumps there that are not supposed to be there, and I don't really know where they come from. Okay. First of all, the diameter root, let's put it to 0.05. That's probably still too thick. Let's see. It takes a long time to render, which is kind of annoying. Maybe if I remove the head geometry might be a little bit faster. Oh, okay, that's quite short. I mean, thin. Oh, I set it to 0.005. Let's set it to 0.25. takes so long. Oh my god. Why does it take so long to render? Okay, I think it's still too thick. Maybe 0.15. The tip can probably be... it can probably be stay at 0. 0.15 should be good in terms of hair thickness. Once we're through with this kind of annoying part of just setting up the, you know, the layer on the sides, we can go a little bit more into grooming, which is a little bit more fun, because we can actually shape the hair how we want it to look like. But I actually want to fix the hair first. So I think, what is the problem here? Why does it look so weird? I guess we can just straighten them out first and then try again. Smooth? What about smooth again? Oh. Let's smooth them out first. And then we can push them down again, just to make it, you know, a little bit easier on ourselves. Okay. What does that look like actually? Let's see. It doesn't look too bad actually. Let's see. Of course we have to wait. Did I drink something real quick? Okay. The eyes look kind of menacing there. Okay. Are there any weird hairs? No, it looks okay. But is it too straight? That's the question. Can't really see it. I think the best way to see that would be to bring a shader into this. So I'm going to make a new one. I'm just going to make this black or brown or gray so we can actually see the hair. There you go. Okay. I think that's okay. The biggest problem right now is the density. So what we can do is we can just increase the children particles, which I wanted to do anyway. So let's bring that maybe to 50. Let's bring it to 100, the value that I had before. Takes probably even longer now to render. At least we have some music to pass the time. Come on. Why is it so crazy? Why does it take so long? Maybe just because of how dense the geometry is. That could probably be that's probably the problem. Come on. I need to see it. Dude, oh my god. I'm gonna sit down. Hold on. Okay, one good thing is that we can at least look at this here. It looks good. The density is okay. This might still be too low. We could also just increase the hair thickness a little bit. Oh, and finally. Okay. I think right now the hair is just too straight, but we can change that without having to groom it. Yeah, I think that's okay. Please, let me just go into solid mode. Okay, perfect. So, first of all, let's adjust the hair now. Let's go into the children. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change clumping. We're going to use some clumping. Oh my god. We should probably reduce the amount. There you go. Okay, so clumping basically just moves all the tips of the children closer to the parent particle. Right now we have, I think a too high value for clumping. Actually, so that's the maximum, which is of course way too strong. So let's go lower, maybe 0.25 might be good. It actually, no, I don't think so. I think we need maybe like 0.15. Just a little bit of clumping. I think that's okay. So then we can go into the shape. We can also change the shape. Let's set it to 0.15. The shape basically creates a kind of rounding or curve, a sort of curve shape for the hair to kind of spread out the children a little bit more. I think that's okay. We don't need a twist. Let's go to the roughness. The roughness is a little bit more impactful. Let's change the uniformity. Uniformity basically, yeah, does that. It changes the how close the hair is in terms of its shape to the parent. So we can see now this waving right there. That is exactly what is happening here. We can maybe increase the uniformity, decrease it. 0.005. Maybe even 0.01. The first value basically describes the strength. The second value describes the size of these waves, or the uniformity. There's basically there is a texture that it will be applied to the hair. You can kind of change the scale of this texture. Okay. This looks okay. Maybe a little bit too strong actually. Nope, not too strong. We can increase the size. We set it to 2. We can see it is immediately straighter. If we set it to 1.5, it's a little bit rougher. But I think that's a good value. Let's go to random. We can also increase random, which is similar to uniformity. I can't really describe the difference right now because I can't remember it anymore. But there's a slight difference between the two, between random and uniform. Okay, then we can increase the size again. Oh, the difference is that between random and uniform, with the random value, you can kind of set a threshold. How many of the hairs will be affected by this random modifier, I guess you can call it. So you can create some stray hairs that just, wander all over the place. If we set it to 0.75, there are just a few that will actually follow this this randomness, value. Okay, I don't want to go into rendered mode again. That's just too much. What is going on here? There's some weird stuff going on. Oh, what is that? Okay. One thing that I want to change is that the hair kind of, you know, just falls down the closer we get to the bottom. I want to make it, I want to bring it closer to the, the head at the bottom here. Otherwise it look kind of weird. So I'm just going to brush it down so it follows more the shape of the head. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's puff it out a little bit up here. They're pretty close to the head. I'm just gonna pull them. No, hold on. I'm gonna decrease the strength. Oh, it's actually very small already. Can I change the fall off? No. Okay. I'm just gonna make these hairs a little bit puffier. Push them a little bit further out. I increased the brush so much just because this way I can kind of affect more hairs at the same time. Kind of finicky here, but you know, that's just particle hairs in general. Yeah, I think that's okay. So let's go into object mode. Look at it. I think that's okay. If we add the next hair as well, that should look quite good. This hair looks weird. I think we have to brush it back. Otherwise it's just going to go through the ear. There you go. Do the same on this side. Okay. There you go. Perfect. Okay, I think that's okay. I think that's okay for the hair for now. This is very puffy. Ah, you know what? I want to make this... I can't live with this. I need to adjust it real quick. I need to make it flatter at the top here. You know what? That's okay. Yep. Okay. What is... I still wonder what this is. Why is there this weird wiggly wobbly? Maybe if we decrease the segments, which we can't do anymore, well, I guess we just have to live with it. Why are there all these weird small hairs? They don't even follow, you know, the particle. I mean the parents. What if I use interpolated? Oh. I mean, this looks better. I guess we use interpolated. Yeah, okay. Well, that was easy. Yeah, interpolated basically just if you have like two parent particles, the closer the hair is to a parent particle, the more it'll be affected by by the parent particle. So it doesn't spawn children around a certain parent particle, but it spawns them just everywhere, and then they will be affected by the closest parent particle. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the best we can do here. Perfect. Let's do the upper hair now. The upper hair will probably take a little bit longer, but we can set the basic, you know, shape first. For this, I'm gonna make a, you know, use a little bit different approach. I'm gonna save it first, and then we're gonna go into this. So the length might be too short, actually. Let's see what the hair suggests. Yeah, I think it's too short. So I'm gonna make it even longer. Let's set it to 0.3. Maybe even more. Let's set it to 0.4. We can still make it shorter if we need to. Okay. So, let's save it right there. Okay. You know what? I actually want to see this in rendered view real quick. Hopefully this doesn't take too long if I set it to you know, smaller amount. 25 still seems to be quite a lot. What we can do though is we can go into the viewport display and remove the emitter, which doesn't really, oh, actually, it actually helps. So now this should be faster, hopefully. There you go. Now it doesn't have to load two huge geometry objects. Just needs to load one. Hopefully that's a little bit faster. We could probably also just hide the head. Let's see if that's even faster. Oh. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. If we increase the display amount maybe to 50 just to see. Definitely faster than before. Or is it? That's the question here. Come on. Okay, this just takes so long. I'm gonna set it to 25 and then go back to edit mode. I want to go actually work on the main hair part. Please. Okay. So let's put in the main hair. Let's go into the hair level 1 and let's create the density part of the hair. The first level will only be to set basically to bring in hair that kind of fills out the volume so that we cannot see the skin underneath. So we don't even need any numbers. Let's set it to 1 just so we can set up the hair itself. Wait, where's the hair? There it is. Okay. So we need probably 8 segments. Same here. And same here. There you go. Then we need children. Let's use simple for this one. Interpolated will just look weird. For this one, I'm gonna first of all decrease the radius so they're closer to the parent particle. I don't know why it's so laggy. Okay, then I'm gonna use clumping. This will be a strand, not just like, you know, random hair scattered all over the head. So like this. I'm also going to use length. Where's my length? There it is. Let's set it to 0.75. So some of them will be shorter. How many? Let's set it to 75%. No, 25%. There you go. And then size. What is size? I never really knew what size is. Oh, hello. Wait, what is this? What does it say? There was a description. Please show me the description. Oh, a multiplier for the child particle size. Okay. Randomized size? Okay, interesting. So if we set this to 1.5 and then randomized size, what does that do? Random variation to the size of the child particles. 0.5. Let's see what that does. Maybe we can only see it in the rendered view. Oh yeah, we can. Okay. Let's set the the size now. I mean the hair shape -0.5, and then diameter root probably 0.25 should be good for this one. Actually, this is actually too little. 0.35, maybe even 0.45, just so we have like a very dense hair. You know what? No, 3.5 sounds pretty good. Okay. Then I also want to go into uniform. Change that a little bit just so they're not like perfectly straight. I also want to increase the display amount. Maybe to 50. Yeah, see, now that's what we want to do. We want to increase the density. This is supposed to cover the skin. Okay. So let's change the uniformity, maybe to 0.25. Okay, that's too much. No, we can change the size though. Like that, just, you know, to create a little bit of a not uniformity, the opposite of that. I also want to use random just a little bit, maybe to 0.3. Oh, okay. Maybe 0.1 only. So we can see some deviant hairs now. What we can do is we can increase the threshold to 0.75 to only 25% of the hair will be affected. Seems to be too little, so we're gonna go down, 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 down until we see it change. Wait, why is the value so weird? Ah, there you go. Just a few, like, yeah, like this. So now only a few will be like deviant and deviate from the main flow, like this. Perfect. Anything else? Clumping we already have. We need, oh, endpoint. And also radius roundness. That just makes the tip a little bit rounder. And then also clumping can be a little bit bigger. Like this maybe. Okay. For these ones I'm also going to increase the tip size. Maybe to 0.15. Just so they can fill out more. Okay, that's too much. Yeah, that's probably better. Just so they don't lose too much volume at the top. And then I think that's okay. We can use that now. Hold on. Actually, no, I want to go to clump and make it even higher. They should be very close. Then I want to decrease the uniformity. Wait, why is it smaller? Is the uniformity making it smaller? Okay, I didn't know that. Wait, what is making it so wibbly wobbly? Oh. There you go. Okay, the uniformity works weird. It makes the hair longer, which is weird. I don't want to use uniformity. I want to use endpoint though. So endpoint kind of just splits the hairs at the end where they kind of meet because of the clump setting. Now we can kind of say at which point or how, you know, at which point they should split up. Somewhere over here, I would say, and then also change the endpoint to a lower value, maybe like that. So we have this nice strand now. There you go. Okay, let's do some grooming now. I think we can increase the radius a little bit. This is supposed to cover the head, so we probably need a little bit more. We want to cover more ground with this. So 0.084 maybe. Yeah. If we now increase the display amount to 100, that should be enough. Okay. I can probably also increase the diameter root just a little bit, maybe 2.35. Okay. Then we also don't need that many hair particles, maybe 50. Yeah, that could work. Okay, perfect. So let's do the hair now, finally. Let's bring back the other particle system and reduce its amount to, I don't know, 5 maybe, just so it's easier to load. Okay, let's do the haircut actually now. So what I want to do first is I want to start with the this part right here, the origin. Let's remove this here, and then we're just going to add every single one individually. There you go. So let's begin. Let's go into particle edit mode. And we need the add tool. We need to change the steps are already at 10. Hold on, are they good enough? Yeah, that should be enough. Wait, which one was it, 10 or? No, we have to set this to... Wait, what is steps? I don't know what steps is. So, no, hold on. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we set this to 8. And then we also change the count to 1. So we only add 1 hair strand to this. We then can enable the children so we can actually see what the hair looks like. Perfect. So let's shape this now. I'm going to add a few more though. There you go. Okay, let's continue. I mean, begin. There you go, kind of following the flow. Of course, it needs to be deeper or closer to the head because this is only supposed to give it volume. The structure will come later. Okay, let's also reduce the display amount, maybe to, I don't know, 10, just so it's, you know, a little bit faster. I'm orientating myself on the sculpt to kind of set the flow. Now it comes to the grooming part, which is kind of annoying, but you know, has to be done. Hair has always been the one part of characters that I hate the most, just because it's so tedious. That's why I like my new technique that I developed, which lets you just copy hairs. It doesn't look as realistic as this will be, as this will look, but it's definitely easier. We can also just select individual hairs to kind of just affect them with these, you know, brush strokes. Or comb strokes, I guess. We can also use the circle select tool pressing C. Pressing Ctrl plus will increase the selection. Or the amount of vertices that are selected. Now we can set a nice twist here. Okay. Once we have these this twist here in the middle, the origin point, we can see if it looks good, and then we can go on to the next part, covering the whole head basically. There might be a better way to do this, but I don't know it, so you know, that's just how I know how to do this. So I'm gonna continue doing it like this. Oh, we need to add this one as well. There you go. You know, just adding like a whole slew of these hair particles can be very hard to manage, so that's why I do them individually. This way you just have more control, and it's just easier to create a nice hairstyle. Do I really need to see the children? I don't think so. Why is it so slow still? Maybe because we can see the other hair particles. Aha! There you go. Grab these, brush them down. That's what I meant with tedious. But the more tedious it is, or the more precise you are, the better it's gonna look in the end. I said that this is not this doesn't need to look perfect, but I think a certain amount of, you know, attention to detail can be in here. So maybe, yeah. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, let's go into rendered view just to see. Okay, but I think that's a good start. So what I want to do now is I want to go increase this maybe to 50 just to see what it looks like with more hair. Okay, perfect. Yeah, nice little star right there. If we extend that all over the face, you know, then that should look pretty good. Maybe we could... the thickness is very strong. We could probably change the random size to... No, hold on, this one. To 2.5. Maybe even to 1.1. And then change the radius back to 2.5. That's better. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back in here and do some more. I actually want to move this a little bit over here. So what we can do is we can say preserve root position and then just move it. Uncheck it and there you go. We can just move the hair. It's very easy, very simple. So that this looks a little bit cleaner here in the center. Yeah, I think that's okay. Okay, let's extend what we have here. Question is, how deep do we need to go? I need to bring back my short here. Okay. So we definitely need to go deeper here. Let's do that now. Select all of them and then brush them down. The good thing with the first layer at least is we don't really have to... Oh, hold on, I forgot to untick the box. The most crucial box in all of this. Preserve root position. There you go. Getting some weird notification on my phone. There you go. And we have immediately added a few more strands. Let's do one more layer down. Hello? Okay. Oh, yeah, sometimes it lags out and just adds like a whole line of new strands. There you go. Okay, let's see how that looks like now. Oh, okay. Yeah, we definitely need to add some more here to kind of, you know, create a better gradient. But other than that, I think that looks quite good. Maybe even too long. Maybe we went too deep. But we can just move them up. Let's do that now. There you go. Let's fill the gaps and then we can go on to the next part. You know what? I think we can also, for these, reduce the amount of clumping, because this is supposed to, you know, cover space, or cover, no? Yeah, space. So we probably don't need that much clumping. That's better. Just so we can cover more. Yeah, look at that. Immediately better. Okay, perfect. Not scope mode, hold on. Particle edit. Okay, let's add some more. Let's do this side first. Wait, no, I'm gonna do the front now. Select all of them. Oh, we need one more right there. Brush them down. Let's see if it follows the flow that we've set here in the scope. Not quite. We have to move them a little bit over here. There you go. That should work better now. Yep. Okay. Let's do the next one. The next batch. Okay, perfect. So this one, of course, now that we can cover more ground with the same amount of paths or, you know, parents, it'll be a little bit easier. The biggest challenge now is just to follow the flow. Follow the groove. There you go. It's a very simple task, but as I said before, it's just tedious. Okay. I remember once doing one of those. I wanted to really put like a lot of effort into a hairstyle. It was like a braided hairstyle. And it took ages to finish it. But at least in the end it looks good. It looked good, so at least it was worth it. But it took so long to do it with particle hair that I just quit using them for a long time until now, basically. Now we're back here in this ordeal. But now at least I know a little bit more about hair particles, so to make it maybe a little bit easier than previously. Still not great, but you know. Better than before. We also will use hair particles for the eyebrows and probably also for the eyelashes. Just to make it uniformly like the same type of hair. Otherwise it'll probably just look off if we have like these hair cards. Hair cards could work as well, but I think hair cards are kind of like a pain to set up, especially for eyelashes. So I'll just use hair particles. Especially for eyelashes, they're not that hard to set up. I might even be able to just copy one of my old eyelashes. But we will have to see about that. I don't know. Maybe not. But we've almost already covered the bottom part, I mean the back part of the head. I would be happy if we at least today finish at least finish the base. There you go. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks good. Let's bring back the other hair as well. Yeah, that's a nice blend right there. I like that. Oh, although this looks kind of weird. We might have to push it further down. Yeah, that's probably better. We can also change the... Wait, where is it? There's a certain... Oh, distance. Distance. If we change the distance basically prevents the hair from going into the geometry where it's emitting from. This way you don't push the geometry, I mean the hair particles underneath the skin, basically. You can change the distance to bring them closer to, yeah, the skin. This way we can create a better gradient. Yeah, that's good, I think. Okay, let's cover the rest. There are also these, if, you know, I don't know what they're called, but there's this, hold on, I can probably look it up. It is a constraint that is called, where is it? Is it follow track? Follow curve, it is, I think. Follow path. That affects where you can use a curve to shape hair, but it works very weirdly, so I don't use it. But you know, maybe there's a good way to use them. I haven't found it yet, but maybe there's one. There you go, brush it down. Follow the flow. Okay, let's see what it looks like over here. That looks pretty good. This is acceptable. Let's do the rest now. I'm gonna just follow the twist, I guess, and continue over here. We can maybe even add like quite a lot here. There you go, we already covered a lot of room. Now we just have to give it a certain rotation. Oh. I'm going to use these particle hairs to kind of set the, you know, the baseline to how far I can go down. Now I can remove the hair, and I can use these. Oh, I can actually delete this one probably. Remove. And then we can shape these according to the flow. There you go. Keep them close to the skin. And there you go. Perfect. brush the next wave. The good part about this is that, you know, just super easy to fill the whole head. First of all, because the hairs cover so much space, and also because these ones aren't really the visible ones, so they can be quite, you know, I guess messy. They're just supposed to, yeah, add volume and kind of set the flow for the overlying hair. Let's see what it looks like. Perfect. So now this is becoming a hairstyle. We can probably bring a few more over here. There you go. Brush them over here. And then forward. I'm actually debating whether or not I should do a stream tomorrow, just because I want to finish this actually. And doing one tomorrow might be enough, hopefully. Although, I don't know. There you go. Okay, let's continue. We're almost done actually. Or soon. Not almost. It is actually, so last weekend, I usually when I, you know, play games or whatever, I always listen to a playlist. Either it is mine or I listen to, I don't know, some DJ sets or whatever while I'm playing. But last weekend, I actually decided to listen to some SpongeBob music. The, what is the music? Like the music that you hear, like the background music basically. And it was actually pretty chill, because it was not like this super crazy music. It was more this very laid back music. It was pretty good to listen to. And yeah, I will probably do the same this weekend. I wanna, maybe I even thought about playing it on stream. The only question, or the only problem that might arise, is that, you know, it is DMCA music. So the other alternative that could work is video game music, like Breath of the Wild, for example. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild could work. Just because usually if you play like a game, you hear that music, which means that it's usually not DMCA. You wouldn't get a DMCA takedown just because it's not, you know, nobody would play your game. Nobody could promote your game on YouTube or whatever, so nobody would do it. So that's usually why people won't get DMCA striked if they, you know, play video game song in their videos. Which also means that a lot of people, after the, you know, Twitch DMCA dilemma, or, you know, disaster rather, decided to resort to video game music. There are either those people, or, like me, other people that use more, you know, DMCA free music. Because I think that is even safer than using video game music. And the safer you are, the less you have to worry. And I like to not worry. All this music stuff is just too stressful to care about. So I just, you know, go the safe route. Also because of what I do at work. I'm a graphic designer that works with stock photos and all that stuff, like stock footage. I'm kind of used to always, caring about copyright. Making sure that there's no copyright on it, or making sure that you have the copyright to use it. Otherwise, you could get fined, or even have to pay a huge fine basically. Which would cost a lot of money. And why don't you just try to avoid it if it's very easy to do it? So that's why I especially always look out for a good that I'm just safe in general. Not only with music, but also with stuff like footage, like images and all that stuff. I use mostly, or at least images are a little bit different, but or at least thumbnails. But when I use stuff in videos, I usually choose stuff that is copyright free. Why is it so laggy now? Oh, I know why. The short hair is DDoSing me. Okay, let's get this done here. We're almost there. There you go. Okay, perfect. Looking good. We've just added so many more. It was so easy. Let's finish the other side now. There you go. Trying to make the flow as smooth as possible. That looks pretty good. Perfect. Good thing is the more hairs go in the same direction, the more we can just add at the same time and groom. If the flow is quite, you know, simple or in one direction, we can just add more at the same time, which of course makes it faster and easier to finish. Do we need more over there? Hold on. No, that's okay. Perfect. Almost there. Almost there. I can smell it. There you go. Perfect. This definitely goes too deep, does it? No, it doesn't. I think that's okay. What if we look at the short here? Yeah, that's okay. Okay, perfect. A few more. I can already feel it. The relief. The relief of being done. There you go. And there you go. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good first layer. Let's bring back the short here as well. We still have a little bit of a disconnect between the two, but we can cover that with the rest of the hair. But that's a good start. This is of course only the first, you know, the first level. The next part will be adding structure and a little bit more volume as well. We have a lot, like quite a lot of volume at the top already. But especially the front will have more at the end. I'm scared to go into rendered view. Hold on, I could probably maybe reduce the... Oh my god. Let's see. Simple 25. Okay, let's see how long that's gonna take. Let's see. Updating geometry BVH sphere 005 1 out of 1. Oh, it's loading. There you go. I think that looks pretty good. Look at that. Let's bring in, maybe, what if we bring in the head? And also the eye. Look at that. I think that's a good first step. What if I increase the amount? Oh no, now we're going into into dangerous territory. Oh, 1 out of 3, okay. Yeah, but that's a good start. If we look at the overall, you know, we can look at it down here, especially in this view, because the particles are thicker over here. We can already see the structure very good, very well. The flow looks good. So the next part will be to add some, you know, some smaller strands to kind of give it some structure, some randomness, and then we're basically done. So we can probably even do that tomorrow. Of course, the hairline is still too far back. And then, of course, he doesn't have any eyebrows. Yeah, but that looks pretty good. So, yeah, tomorrow, I think I'm going to do a stream tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to finish this, so I can make maybe a video out of it for next week. And then we also have the shirt. And also the hoodie. There you go. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, perfect. Perfect. We didn't even use a good hair shader yet. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. We're gonna continue this tomorrow. I'm actually gonna give this short shirt a quick color. There you go. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna hopefully, I mean, maybe at least finish the hair tomorrow. Hopefully the shading as well. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for chatting or just being here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, take care.